Okay, so we have this topic, factoring the sum and difference of two cubes. Okay, when we say sum, of course, addition, difference, of course, subtraction. Okay, so, ang gagawin naman natin, magpa-factor naman tayo ng sum and difference of two cubes. Last time, ang ginawa natin, factoring the difference of two squares, diba? Ngayon naman, the sum. Okay, for example, we have here y a cube plus 8. So, how are we going to factor? Tama. A cube plus 8. For example, this is our example. No? For example, this is our example. No? Ito talaga example natin. No? Okay, so this is our example. A cube plus 8. So, what are we going to do? First, we're going to get the cube of this one. What is the cube of a cube?
A.
A. What is the cube of 8?
2.
Ha?
2.
2. Ibig sabihin po nun, kailan pa natin, di ba? 2 times 2 times 2. Yun yung cube niya, di ba? Kaya 2. Di ba? 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. Okay? Next. Okay. So, how are we going to get the second factor? Ito yung first factor. No? So, how are we going to get the second factor? Anong sabi?
Square the first.
Ha?
Square the first
Square
term.
the first term. We're going to square the first term. What is the square of A?
A squared.
A squared. Then,
Square the second term and then multiply by negative.
square the second term and
Multiply by negative.
multiply by negative. Ano ba sabi sa ano nyo, books? Square 3 of the first factor for the last term. Hindi. So, page ano tayo, be? Page 14. Page 14. Pakitingnan nyo nga yung page 14 natin. Okay? So, anong gagawin? Ulit, square the first term for the first term. Then, square the second term for the third term. So, 2 squared is equals to, ano?
4.
4. Yan. Okay, next. How about the second term? How are we going to get the second term?
Yung 8.
Times yung
First
A
and
and 2.
second term of the first factor.
Ha?
Multiply
Ano
the
po?
first and the second
Multiply
term of the first
first and
factor.
second term.
Multiply the
First and second term.
term in the first on the first factor.
okay, multiply the first term and the second term, then
Multiplied by
A.
negative.
multiply the first and second term with an opposite sign for the third term. For example, di ba, pag tinimes natin to, anong times yan? A times 2
A.
is
Okay.
2A. Di ba? So, we have here 2A. So, anong sign nito?
Negative.
Negative. Bakit po negative?
Kasi
Kunin
opposite
natin
sign.
yung opposite. Okay? So, therefore, ang factor nito ay a plus 2 times the quantity a squared minus 2a plus 4. Okay? So, yan. So, let's check kung tama ba yung mga pinagagawa natin, no? Okay? So, a times a to the second power is
8 cubes.
a cubed. A times negative 2a is ano? A times negative 2a.
Negative
Ito,
2a squared.
Negative 2a squared. A times 4a is
4a.
4a. Positive. Next, we have here 2 times a squared is
2a squared.
2a squared. How about the others? 2 times negative 2a is
Negative 4a.
Negative 4A.
negative 4a. Next, 2 times 4 is
8.
8.
8.
Okay, so let's check. A cube, cancel, cancel, plus 8. Do we have the same answer?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, the factor of a cubed plus 8 is the quantity a plus 2 times the quantity a squared minus 2a plus 4. Did you get it? Okay, let's have another. Pero nawawala yung aking magic, eraser. Okay, so let's have another one. Balik tayo sa papel muna. So, hindi yung whiteboard ang nawawala, yung eraser, Maganda yan. Okay, so let's have another one. Factoring. X cube plus 27. Okay? So, what's the answer? O, x cube plus 1 muna tayo. What's the answer? Ano yung first natin? Anong gagawin natin? Cube.
Where?
Okay, yung ang cube ng x cube?
X.
X. How about sa 1?
Positive 1.
Plus 1. Next.
X cube.
Negative na lang natin ito para may ibang sample naman tayo. Okay, so negative 1 to, no? Okay, next.
X cube.
Okay, bakit po teacher negative 1? Kasi
1 times 1 times 1.
negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1 times negative 1, it is negative 1. Okay? So, next nito. Anong
X
first
squared.
term natin? X squared. Because we're just going to get the square root of this first term. Next. What is our third term?
1. One.
Positive, negative?
Positive.
Positive. Bakit positive?
Kasi sir, pag tinimes mo siya, equals
Kasi
negative.
yes. So, bakit yung iba? Bakit isa-isa lang sumasagot sa inyo? Sabi ko sa inyo, pag hindi maingay ang background nyo, pwede nyo i-unmute para hindi kayo tamarin na mag-pindot. Okay? So, positive 1, kasi po, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. The square of negative 1 is positive 1. Next, what is our middle term?
Positive 1x.
Positive x or positive 1x. Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, kapag x lang, ibig sabihin may 1 na yan. Automatic yon. Or positive x. Okay, bakit positive x? 1 times x is x. Tapos, bakit positive yung sign? The middle should be the
Opposite.
opposite sign. Dahil negative to, positive dito. Gets po? Gets po natin? Okay, so let's check po. Check natin kung tama yung mga pinagagawa natin sa life. Okay? X times x squared is
X cube.
x cubed. Next, x times x is
X squared.
x squared. Next, x times 1 is
X.
x. Okay? Next, negative 1 times x squared is,
Negative x.
ba't yung iba hindi sumasagot? Negative 1 times x is
Negative x.
negative x. Negative 1 times positive 1 is
Negative 1.
negative 1. Okay, so let's have here x cubed, cancel, cancel, negative 1. Tama po ba?
Apo.
Okay, tama po, 'di ba? Okay, so sino nakagets na? Kenchi, dali, sino may tanong? Do you have any question? Okay, ulitin natin. Last one. Bawa, 8m cube plus ano ba? Bibigay na number na hindi pa natin nagamit. Magbigay ng number na hindi pa natin nagamit.
216.
Ano ang 216?
Um,
Ano?
perfect cube po.
Ng ano nga? Okay, ano muna tayo? 125. Okay? So, ano po ang square nito? Ano ang cube?
2m.
2M.
2m. Diba? Next, ano ang cube ng 125?
5.
5 plus 5. Next. Next one. Anong cube? Ano ang
2M squared.
4m squared.
4M
4m
pala.
squared. Next, the third term.
25.
25.
25. Okay? The second term is 2m times 5.
And
10m squared.
Okay,
Ay,
2m times 5 is
10m.
okay, 5 is 10m, di ba? 10m. Ano ang sign?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so this is our answer. Gets po? Okay, so since na nag-gets nyo na, you're ready to answer page... Nasa na yan? Page 15. Alam nyo guys, mas advanced kayo dun sa kabila. Page 15 to 17. Mas advanced kayo dun sa kabila. Kasi yung sa kabila, ang handami na hinapin. So, nakita. Magbibigay ulit ako ng isang example for the sake of yung mga late, pero dahil naman, yung mga nakagets na, okay na kahit hindi na kayo makinig at mag-answer na kayo.
Sure, page 15.
Yes po, hanggang 17 po.
Pati po B.
Apo, hanggang 17 nga po. Okay, so since nawala si ganon, wala sila Kellyan kanina para bigyan natin ng puwang sa mundo, no? Okay, so Kellyan, sino pa yung Risa Hidalgo and kung sino ka man na late, tatlo kayo, no? Hindi na. Okay, so ang topic na natin is factoring the sum and difference of the two cube. Okay, so we have here 8m cube plus 125. They are perfect cube numbers, no? So we're going to factor them. Okay, so ang first rule to factor them is you will get the cube root of 8m cube. The cube root of 8m cube is 2m. Ibig sabihin, pag tinimes mo ng tatlong beses itong si 2m, si 8m cube ang makukuha mo. 2m times 2m times 2m is 8m cube. That's why this one is the cube root. Okay, next. Ano ang cube root ni 25 plus 5? Dahil pag tinimes mo si 5 times 5, 25 times 5, 125. Okay, yun yung ibig sabihin ng cube root. Next, okay, to get the first term, we're going to, ilagay natin third term. Okay, we're going to square the first term. What is 2m squared or the square of 2m? That is 4m squared. Now, in order for us to get the third term, we're going to get the square of 5. That is 25. Positive 25. Then, okay, ita-times natin yung first, yung 2m times 5, that will be 10m. Okay, so that will be 10m. Okay, since this is positive, dito ay magiging negative. The sign will always be the opposite. The middle sign will always be the opposite. Okay? So, yun po yun. Ganun po siya kadali. You may refer to page 14. Okay? For other examples. So, ito po yung factor niya. Again, you may refer to page 14 for further examples and announcement. Example and explanations.